Okay, what's this? I just don't know. I'm not in control of my hands right now. Today we're going to be doing a dupes video. I don't have like a huge amount, but I think that's a good thing because if I had a huge amount, we'd be here all day. You know this and I know this. So let's begin. Okay, so my first dupette is a lip dupette and it is a dupe of Max Spirit lipstick. I forgot what it was then. I was like, what is this thing? Think you put it on your lips? I have loads of them. I spend too much money on them. It's a lipstick. This is one of my all-time favourite lipsticks, and between this and Faux by MAC, it's one of my favourite matte lipsticks. I mean, does that make sense? I have no idea right now. I don't know what I'm even talking about, really. Who am I? I don't know. Anyway, we're back to the video. Not familiar. Spirit is a kind of warm, kind of brownie. It's like a reddy brownie shade, and the dupe that I have discovered for this, and I really do apologise for all the people watching who aren't in the USA because it's by Colourpop, and we all know that Colourpop is not the most accessible kind of brand to get hold of if you're not in the US. However, this is a lippy stick and it's a matte one in the shade Grunge. I just adore this and it is so similar. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to have them touching. Like Spirit's all there like, excuse me, too close, you're invading my personal space. And Grunge is just like, hey guy, can we not be friends? We're just so similar. So I feel like we should be friends, you know, partner up and just be little dupe friends. Anyway. Right, so anyway, they do look kind of similar, but as you can see, Grunge does come off as looking deeper. So anyway, we're just going to put them on the lips and you will see, upon my lips, they look like the very same lip product. Okay, so I'm going to put Grunge on the lower lip. I think we'll do it that way. These still have a funny smell to them that I cannot quite get over. I just do not like the smell at all. I would say that Grunge is possibly a little bit deeper, but you'll see in a minute. Watch this. Oh, I'm almost dropping everything. Okay. Okay, so I have Spirit on the top lip and a Grunge on the bottom lip. And although Grunge does look a little bit of a deeper shade, can you see what I mean? Like, they're so similar indeed. And I don't think you would look at me right now and say, why is Anwen wearing two different shades of lipstick on her face? You wouldn't. I think you would just say, oh, Anwen's got an autumnal lipstick on that doesn't really match her eye look today. But do you not think... Like, I know it doesn't really match my eye look, but I'm going to leave it on for the rest of the video anyway, just so that you can keep looking and thinking, is it the same? We just don't know. So, these two are very similar. The MAC one is £15.50 and the Colourpop is $5, which is about £3.50. So, but I'm not going to go into my whole rantation about Colourpop and how inaccessible it is because I've done a video on that already. I'll link it below if you are at all interested. Okay, so the next dupe was one that I discovered in a recent kind of, it was like an 80% face full of first impressions. The product that we're going to be duping is the Mary Luminizer, which in my eyes is just overly hyped. I think that this has been in a way killed by the hype that was surrounding it. I recently did mention this in a disappointing products video. It was just so hyped. Could I mention the word hype any more times? I don't think so. Okay, and the dupe I found for this, I can't hold things today. Why am I struggling to keep things in my fingers today? She has no idea. Okay, so this is by W7, which I think is a UK-based brand, but you can pick this up on Amazon. This is called the Glow-Commotion. This is just so similar to the Mary Luminizer. Okay, so can you see? I know that the Mary Luminizer looks a bit kind of lighter and a bit sheenier there, but it's literally, I think, just because I've swatched it a million times in my search for the beauty that everyone always talks about with it. I've tried to swatch it. I'm not liking this lip colour. Oh, look, it changes my face again. We're having a little bit of like ice queenery going on. But anyway, so I will do a little swatcheroo so that you can see them both. Which one was it? Right, I can't forget. This one is Mary Luminizer and this one is Glow Commotion. Can you see on my fingers there? And just to let you know as well, Mary Luminizer is, I think it's about £16, but I'll confirm here. The W7 one is about £2.50. Again, I'm going to confirm here because I never know prices, but I know it's a lot cheaper. That's what I know for sure. I'm just going to swatcheroo them up here. So the top one is Lou. Who am I? Who am I right now? Mary Luminizer. The bottom one is Glow Commotion. Can you see there? They both got that same kind of wet look sheen. And they're just a very similar shade. I would say, if anything, maybe the Glow Commotion is slightly more kind of golden, whereas the Mary Lou is just a bit more kind of a toned down champagne. But, I mean, you'll see. I'm going to put them on the face. On the face, barely any difference. So we're going to begin with the Mary Lou. And I will apply this to this side. Like at one point, I even like questioned whether I had a genuine Mary Lou because I was that unimpressed with it. I thought, is this a fake? Like, have I been duped into buying this fake? See what I mean? It's just not amazing, is it? It's not amazing. When you think of how much hype there was with this, it's just not anything. It's not anything special in my eyes. At all. Okay, so the Glow Commotion, I'm going to use this brush, which is a bit smaller than that one, but we're just going to use it. Like, they both kick off like quite a bit of powder as well, I've noticed. So I'll just put a little bit more on. Do you see what I mean? Like on the face, like, not that you can kind of fully see them, but this is Glow Commotion. I hope that you can see that right now. Okay, and then we've got the Mary Lou. And I can't really see myself, but they're just so similar. I mean, horrendously, not horrendously, that sounds bad. Insanely similar, so similar. Okay, so the next product, again, is like Colourpop coming through with a dupe. The product that we're going to discuss next is by Benefit. This is the What's Up Cream Highlighter Stick. I recently did do a first impression of this. Right, okay, I like it, but I never reach for it. Like, I don't have anything negative to say about it other than the fact that I don't think it's worth £25.50. I kind of wouldn't recommend it just based on the fact that I think it's just really expensive and a bit overpriced really for what it is. So anyway, this is the What's Up. Why does this little lid keep coming off? That's very unacceptable to me right now. Okay, so I'll just do a little swatch. Oh, look, I've always got swatches, have you noticed? Look, I was filming the Moondust Urban Decay eyeshadow palette this morning. Always covered in swatches. Right, where can I swatch this? Why can I not find anywhere to swatch? Right, I'll just swatch this here. Okay, can you see that on my hand there? It's kind of like, again, like a champagne-y highlight, but I actually see quite a lot of like peach in it. I don't know if that's just me. Okay, so that's that. And the dupe for What's Up, which costs $5, about $3.50 if you're in the UK. This is the Colourpop highlight in Smoking Whistles, right? I thought this was called Smoke and Whistles. So in every other video that I have discussed this product, I've been calling it Smoke and Whistles, and nobody corrected me. Nobody corrected me. Everyone's just let me go on saying Smoke and Whistles, but it's Smoking Whistles, which I realised earlier today when I was looking. I was like, oh, this is not Smoke and Whistles. It's Smoking Whistles. I know, really. Can you believe it? So as you can see, this is, again, like a champagne-y kind of tone. If I just kind of put it on there, it is a bit lighter than the What's Up. The What's Up is more peachy, actually, but on the face, they look very similar. I'll put them on so you can see. Gosh, I'm going to be highlighted to the gods. Right, okay, I'll put Smoking Whistles just on this cheekaroo. Can you see that? Oh, that has just given my cheek life. It said, wake up cheek, stop feeling down in the dumps cheek. Ba-bow. Really. Okay, and next we're going to put the What's Up on, which I just don't find that this is easy. Like, you just like, it feels hard, like you just tapping your face. It's like, what am I even doing here? Like, what is this? I mean, this just doesn't seem right to me. And I always worry that I'm going to be moving around my makeup. I much prefer like a cream formula that's in like a pot like this where you could just dip your finger in. And I know you're probably watching this saying, Anwen, you could just put your finger on there and then just put it on, which is a very good point. Like on the cheeks, can you see what I mean? This one is definitely kind of more of a silver shade, and this one is more of a kind of, I'd say, champagne-y shade. But I think they have exactly the same kind of formula. And can you see like the dewiness? The formula, like I know the shades are kind of like, I'm reaching in a way. I'm reaching for the shades to be like dupes, but the formula is very similar, and I would really say that the Colourpop one is much easier to kind of blend out, and I just like it. I like it a lot better. I like it mostly because it's like a lot cheaper. Let's face it. I mean, come on. Again, apologies to my UK and just anyone who's not in America, people watching this, because, you know, it becomes a lot more expensive if you're buying outside of the UK. So, okay, so the next dupe that I have is a skincare dupe, believe it or not. These lipsticks annoy me only because it just doesn't go with my look. Do you mind if I change it? And I love these lipsticks, but they do not go with the look right now, so I'm going to change. Look, I just think this like nudie pink, which is Cream Cup by MAC, I just think it complements the look a bit more, you know what I mean? So anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, the next one is a skincare dupe. I mentioned it in my disappointing products video. So basically, right, okay. Over here, we have the Pep Start Hydro Blur from Clinique, and this costs £25.50, I think. And then here, in the more affordable corner, we've got the L'Oreal Revitalift Magic Blur. This is always on offer, and I think you can like pick it up for around £10, maybe less if there's like a good offer on. These are just the exact same product. Like, I don't know how I'm going to really be able to show you, but they're both a very kind of thick consistency, and both of them are kind of like concrete for your pores, in the sense that they kind of just fill in your pores, so they do kind of have that kind of blurring effect, when in fact all they're doing are just filling in your pores. I prefer the L'Oreal one to the Clinique one, just because I think it is a lot more effective and it just has a bigger kind of impact on blurring your pores. I used to wear this a lot on like no makeup days, just to kind of make my skin look a little bit more smooth, is the word I was looking for. So yeah, I would, oh, I've not put the lid on right for that. That's very annoying. Anwen, come on, do it properly, or not at all, Anwen, really. That's what we say. That's what we say here. Everybody says that. They do. I don't know. Do they? Who knows? I don't know. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're wanting like a blurring kind of moisturizer, I wouldn't be sucked into getting a Clinique one. Get the L'Oreal one. It's brilliant. I kind of regret the money I spent on this, but it's fine because at least I won't spend it on it again or something like that. Okay, so the last two dupes that we have are, well, they're not last two, it's one dupe and a more expensive product. Anyway, so these are, it's a foundation, and we have the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. I will link down below the review that I did on this. I actually really like this foundation. However, it definitely is more kind of, I think, geared towards dry skin types. I have oily skin, so it had a field day on my skin. It created a lot of oil going on, and there was like some kind of rave on my face. I didn't know it was happening. Nobody let me know, but apparently there was like some kind of greasy, I don't even know what it was. It was a rave. It was a garden party. Everyone was sat out smoking Cuban cigars and drinking San Miguel. I don't know what San Miguel is. Is that a beer? Who knows? Anyway, this made me very oily. So this is definitely more for my dry skin kind of people. This is £15. Yeah, it's £15 in the UK. So, I mean, it's not hugely expensive. It's not like, you know, high end, but it's definitely not drugstore at the same time. It's like the mid-range kind of price range. The dupe that I found for this is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. Again, I will link my kind of review of this down below if you want a bit more info. But this is just so similar to the Stay Perfect. This one is $7.99, so it's well, it's like half the price. I would definitely recommend this if you're a fan of the Stay Perfect, or if you were thinking of trying the Stay Perfect. I would definitely recommend you give the Healthy Mix one a go, because to me they're just very similar, and I kind of dislike them for exactly the same reasons. But it's not because I don't think they're a good foundation, because I do think they're a good foundation. They're just not the right one for my skin type, you know. So anyway, that's the end of my dupes video. I've tried to keep it kind of short and snappy, and I didn't want to overload it with too many products, because then it ends up being like so long. And yeah, let me know down below, have you got any really good dupes? And yeah, I will be back soon with more stuff, just more stuff. Bye.